Hello, hello, hello. This is the Pink Sheep Podcast with Boston Cora. We are back again, and today we are here to speak about a very serious topic that I've been waiting to speak about for a very long time. And you can get us on Apple Podcasts as well as YouTube, the Pink Sheep Podcast. I have a guest here today. I was supposed to have two, but she got called into work, so we are here, and we're gonna make it the best that we can. Her name is Marcha, and she is a behavioral therapist. Now, we're not going to say where she works because, just things. So, she's here with me today. She wrote me on Instagram. She wanted to come on the show and discuss mental health. We both connected over FaceTime about many things. Self-healing, a bunch of things that we both have in common. So, we wanted to share with the world and let everyone know, we all go through things. Mental health plays a huge part in everyday life. I know for me it does, for sure. Does it for you?
It definitely does.
Yeah. And what is your Instagram so everyone can follow you and, keep up with you in case we do any more?
Okay, my Instagram is golden_glaze 509.
Okay, awesome. So, and I put a flyer up, which she's also tagged on, and after this I will also put snippets up like I usually do, and I will tag her in those as well, and you want to follow her. She'd be a great person for you to speak with about, because you work with children, correct?
Yes, yeah. I work with children.
So if you have people with children who, I feel like we tend to just throw a title on a child and say they're depressed or they have ADHD or they're just sad or whatever it is, and it's like it may be more, and sometimes you need a professional to tell you, okay, this is what might be going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to have a bond with that child and better communication with them, because they see you as someone that they can rely on or support and all that. And I feel like children start out the early age of learning from adults, so we have to be a big role model on them.
Exactly. Yeah. And I agree with that, because I feel like if you don't have a child's trust,
right,
you don't have anything with them. They're never going to open up to you if they don't trust you, and they can feel energies.
That energy. Yeah. I feel like I see it every day.
Yeah.
If you're not real with that kid, you don't treat them as a human being and treat them like they're just they need help, or they're just not right in the head. You just treat them like they're normal human beings, and that's the key.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and you went to school for what school? How long?
I went to Southern New Hemisphere. It's not New Hampshire, but it's New Hemisphere. And it was online. I got my BA in psych. And yeah, online it was easier because I was juggling job, working, and then doing online courses.
Gotcha. That's amazing. And what exactly was your degree in?
Psychology.
I love psychology. I love psychology. I just wrote a book. It's called Corrupt. So it's a memoir of my life, and it's a memoir, but it's also a self-help genre. Okay. So I wanted you to be able to read it and start to identify things with yourself, and also get pointers of how you can, go about that thing. Because I feel like mental health, psychology is hand in hand.
It's everything.
Yeah, self-awareness. How can you even acknowledge anything within yourself, or try to even self-heal, or start to healing if you're not self-aware?
Exactly. I believe that's so true.
Absolutely. I mean, you were speaking and you were saying that you begin to heal your own self.
Yes. Let me get into that.
Get into that, girl.
Not a lot of people like to speak about it, but me, I'm not afraid. I've been through it. When you are feeling a little depressed, or you want to isolate yourself from people, do that. Isolate yourself.
I agree.
And start to get to know yourself more, because you know yourself more, not anyone else. And especially get a role model for yourself. And once you get into that dark place, you're going to need to do things that make you feel happy. For me, for instance, I would work out, talk to people that I love being around, improving myself in education and work-wise, self-care, and those things are so much important to me. So I was able to grow at those moments in difficult times.
Absolutely.
And I didn't need I didn't need a therapist because I knew the aspects I need.
Well,
So
you're a behavioral therapist, so like, come on, like
I
this
healed
makes
myself.
sense.
Like I literally healed myself.
But you healed yourself with your degree, with your experience.
With my experience, yes.
I feel like I know so many people that want to heal themselves with no experience.
Right.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how is that possible? So I just don't think, I don't know. I don't think it is. Like, I have a therapist. I go to her. I love her. She is like my bestie. Like, I love her. I see her once a week. That's my girl. I teach her so much. She teaches me so much. Like, we have a really, really great relationship. And I was telling you guys, I'm only able to have that with her because I can feel her compassion.
Like the trust, the energy of her feeling.
Absolutely. And she doesn't just tell me whatever I want to be told like everyone else does to me. They just tell me what oh, that's what you want? Okay. Like, everyone, like, a lot of people are people pleasers, and she's not. So I can really, really respect that. Because, like, when you have a strong personality, it's so easy for someone to just be like, okay.
Yeah.
And she's not like that. So I really, really, really appreciate it. And I feel like with her, the work that we've been doing, I've only been with her now, like, maybe 2 months. And the work is, like, oh my God, tremendous. Like, I still slip and fall, bump my head, of course.
Everyone does.
Of course. I'm like, fuck. But at the end of the day, the work that we do, every time I leave her office, I feel like someone else. Like a weight is lifted off my shoulder. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world. I feel like I just got to wax. Like, I'm ready for whatever. So I really, really like that. But you are able to do that because you have the experience and the knowledge able to do that. So that's amazing. And what like made you want to become a behavioral therapist?
It goes back to my childhood.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I grew up with my grandmother while my mom was getting her life together before I moved in with her. It was hard for me to show love because I haven't gotten it from both my parents.
I know that.
It was so difficult, and my grandmother was trying to teach me it because she seen that I was a little isolated from her. As days go by and months, I started learning from my family and other people and friends about love. So I was like, okay, maybe I got this. I can do this. But I also got from other people, I was like, why? You don't say I love you a lot. I don't see that a lot. They won't understand because they didn't grow up with me. But I learned it myself. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this person love and show them exactly how I react to love, because not everyone's the same.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I started becoming better at it because love for other people could be negative. It could be positive. It depends on how you show it and your actions and discipline. But overall, I feel like without those people in my life of showing me that type of love, I would not be here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what made you say, okay, there's more going on than just what meets the eye.
Exactly.
And that's how I feel about therapy. I feel like you can look at me and think whatever, but everyone has something else going on, some layers going on. Even the people that seem the most surface have something going on. So that's really awesome of you. That's really similar to my childhood. Like, my mom, she raised me and she didn't show love to me. Like, she never said she loved me, and she didn't kiss me or hug me. I knew she loved me by the things that she bought me and by the way everyone else reacted to me and her. So everyone else was so, like, excited for her. Like, oh, your mom's the best. Oh, you're the best. And I thought that was like, okay, so, like, that's the love. Yeah. No, it wasn't. So I grew up thinking, like, material stuff was love. And, like, you don't have to tell me you love me. Somehow I'm supposed to know, which is wrong. Like, if you love someone, you just tell them.
Right.
It's really that simple.
Tell them, show them.
Yeah. So actions, I guess she figured her actions would show me that. And they did. She took care of me, obviously. Roof over my head, food. I had everything I wanted. Everything. Not everything I needed. So that's why I'm in therapy now.
You needed it mentally and physically.
Yeah, things I needed for sure mentally. For sure. Oh. So she was born with a heart condition. She was born with a heart condition. She wasn't supposed to have any children. And so she was like living her life to the fullest because of that. She didn't know when she was gonna go. She went at 34. So she didn't know when she was gonna pass away. So she just lived. So she clubs every night, friends every day, like the best of everything, the best cars, the best everything, and food. She just ate whatever she wanted. She did anything she wanted. And so I got that now, but I'm not sick. So it's like I gotta find the balance with it now. She didn't have to find the balance because she knew what her goal was, to live to the fullest.
Yeah.
And so having that mentality was like, she wasn't really focused on what I needed because she had to fulfill herself because of what was going on with her.
Right.
So I know exactly how you feel with that, and I'm just now learning how to love, like a year ago.
I mean, we learn how to love every day. We learn these aspects all the time, and then other people have that different of showing that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you'll see it in them. Like you'll automatically see it through energy and
absolutely
actions and that.
Absolutely, I've met some people like they only say a few words to me, and I could just feel their love. They have so much love they can spread it out. Like I have like enough where I'm like, oh, okay, I want to give it to you. I want to give it to you.
Literally walk in a room and you just have that energy, and then I hear that a lot about me, and I'm just smiling. They're like, why are you so happy?
You have good energy, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you so happy?
Do you think I have good energy?
I feel like you have a good energy.
Girl. Okay, good. That's great. Yeah, I've been working on my energy, my inviting energy. So that's what I was on a few months ago. Like, I want to have an inviting energy. I just started a new career, and I'm like, in this career, I have to have inviting energy. Yeah. Like, I always was like standoffish. Like, I was just like, protecting myself, basically. Exactly. But now I'm like, no, like, who cares? I don't even care anymore.
And also you gotta protect that from other people that are trying to damage it from you. Like,
that's what I was doing before.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely.
But now I'm kind of like, fuck it. Like, I don't like. I feel like if my energy is radiant enough, it'll push you away anyway. Like, my positivity might get you away from me anyway. So I don't even think about it anymore. Now I'm just like working on the inviting energy and being mentally stable.
Yes, mentally stable.
That's like the most important thing to me.
Everything.
Because I'm like a roller coaster, and I knew, but people around me always made me think like I was bugging, because we're not alike.
Right.
And how could we be? I lost someone so significant to me. I'm an only child. Right. So I lost the only person I really knew everything about. We could never be the same. So I got a little understanding. But when it came to me going to therapy, then she was like, you're on a roller coaster. Like, your highs are high and your lows are low. And that's a big thing. I'm like, you're right. Like, when I'm in the house, I'm like in a shell. And when I'm out, I'm like out. So I got to find a balance for that. And that's my mental health. And when I see that going to the left, like you said, the gym, self-care. Self-care is like the biggest thing for me. I think when you look good, you feel 10 times better, girl. When you look good, you
feel 10 times better. I always look good. Even if I'm stepping out, I feel good inside. Like, I tell my friends this all the time. Once you look good, you feel good. Yes, don't let anyone dim your light.
Amazing.
You feel amazing. And usually when I'm in like my little moods, I can tell you, I pick myself back up 10 times harder when something knocks me down, either relationships or family. I always find a way, like courage and discipline, to lift myself up. Then they'd be like, why are you so strong? I'm like, I don't know, you just have it in you. You just have to work for it.
That's it. It's there.
Exactly, it is there.
It's definitely there. That's awesome.
You need that push, like that little push, the motivation that you need.
Yeah. The gyms, I just started jogging again like 2 days ago. Really? I was in such a funk.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, you're getting a little chubby, girl. What the fuck you doing? So I was like, you know what? Now I've been jogging every day. I'm like, it feels so good.
It
like,
does.
And I always forget how good it feels. I always forget. Like,
you forget, you're like,
yeah, I'm like, ugh. As soon as you do it,
you're like, you got that energy, and you see your little curves.
Yes. Like, 2-3 days, I'm like, ooh. And I'm sleeping better, like, because I'm tired. My body is like getting exhausted, so it's good because I'm not working at the moment. So it's like it's really good for me. But the gym is great. Yoga I do. I've been to yoga for years, and now therapy's on that list. Yep. So those are my things I do.
Those are the things that you gotta do on like everyday basis. Like love yourself. Self-love is most important. Then you can give it out to the people that are looking for it.
So like recently someone told me in my last relationship, like, oh, you only love yourself.
Yeah.
And my thought behind that, well, he's like, you love yourself. Basically, you love yourself. You love yourself. You don't love anyone else. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
Right. Right. But then I spoke to someone else who has great insight, like, very successful, very smart, beautiful, amazing, and was like, you should love yourself first.
You should, definitely.
You have to love yourself first.
In order to give that out. And no one can emulate when you have self-love.
This is what I thought. This is what I've been on my whole life.
Crash you down. Once you have that self-love, that's the greatest power.
Like, he came from a family that puts everyone else first.
Oh, okay.
So they'll do everything first, and then you know what happens? Regret. When you do that, you regret that. You start regretting and you start feeling away. Yeah. So I've never did that. I've always put myself first. Always. If I feel like even when I'm a mother or whatever, like if I'm not first, then everybody else is gonna fall down. If I don't put myself first.
That's the key. Like, before, when I was younger, I probably did not have that self-love and motivation and confidence I had. Now that I'm gaining it, nothing tears me down. Nothing can stop me. Nobody.
Yeah, and like that's beautiful to like put people before you, but it's like, nope. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I can't afford to mentally. Right. Like when I say I can't afford to, I'm always speaking mentally. Like I hear people say, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. They're talking financially. When I say that, I'm talking totally mentally. Like some things I just can't. Like I just can't afford to be there right now because this is crazy. So I think that comes from being aware. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I'm too aware. You ever been too aware?
I'm that type of person. I don't know why I was born like this. I feel like I was born very humble from most people, and then I'm self-aware of everything around me, and that's the hardest part, because when I see something, I'm like, if it's not beneficial or supporting me, I need to step back, because it's going to step me back also. Okay. And I try to support the people that don't see it, but once I see something that's not beneficial to me or supporting me, I have to step away, because I don't want to go back down the same road I went to in the past.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's true. See, the issue I have is I don't have much self-control. So once I see it, I'm like, I acknowledge it, I take it in, I'm very self-aware, I got it, bingo, it's in my head. But I don't care. If I want it, I would still go I would still do it. And it's like, oh my God, girl. But I got to work on my self-control 2,000,000,000%. But I think that comes from, again, my childhood, my mother. She just doing whatever, whenever, however. Now I'm like the same way. So it's funny how things align as you get older, obviously. And the way you deal with mental health, I think, also plays a big role in your childhood. Like my mother no one ever spoke about mental health.
Nobody wants
my family, no one around me ever. How are you?
Yeah.
How's your heart? How's your mind? No one ever
said
said
your feelings out there. You don't want to keep it in and then hold it in for the rest of your life, because it plays a big role in childhood and then adolescence and then adulthood. So that's how it grows.
Speak that behavioral therapist. Go ahead, speak it.
That's how it grows into you until adulthood, and that's the most important piece of it, is talking and communicating with one another, and that's the difficult part for most people to get out.
I was in psychology class in college, and there was a book we were reading. I forgot the name of it, and it was saying like the crucial years of life, and someone is like 3 to 5 years old. Do you know why?
3 to 5.
It was like 3 to 7. Am I right? What is it? Maybe I don't remember right.
I'm not sure.
I remember seeing that, and it was like, that's when they start to I don't even know, but it was saying that, and I was wondering if you knew, because I remember reading it. Now I gotta think of the book and everything. I gotta get to that. But what do you think is the crucial times in like a child to adolescent teenager's life?
Like saying as in like
growing. Yeah.
I feel like the age is going into like 5 years, like 5-year-olds. I feel like they start adapting to certain behaviors at those ages. And that's when they start young. They always say they start young, and how they copy their parents, and they get these traits, and they're like, how did you learn this? It's always from the parent. And that's why the parent should be able to be mentally, physically ready to bring that child
Give me high
into
five,
that
girl.
lifestyle.
You gotta be ready.
Once you're ready,
high five, girl. You
get
gotta be
yourself
ready.
I mean,
you have to.
I'm preparing myself, so once I bring that child in, I want to show them the world. I want to show them love. So once that childhood kicks in, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this how my parents did, how they grew, how they took care of me. I want to do it differently. I want to show them they can express their feelings to me and show love and know that I'm here and supporting them.
And do you ever think that you're ever really ready? People say that you never know, like you can never be ready. What do you think?
I feel like once it happens, you're like, okay, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm ready.
So you feel like the instinct kicks
in.
Once,
automatically kicks into survival.
Okay.
Like,
so you are never really ready. Just like okay,
there. But you want to plan it and have a goal.
Yeah, I want to plan it.
Yeah,
I definitely want to plan it.
Definitely.
Because I don't like things popping up on me. I don't want to hate the kid.
Like
I didn't want you anyway. So I don't want to do that. So. But as far as like, the mental health, like no one around me ever spoke about it, never even thought to speak about it. I never heard anything like that. Right. So for me, like going to yoga when I started to go, when I was 18, it was like such a different world. Yeah. Like, it was like a bunny in the water. It was like, What is this?
I feel like it's either the ego and being comfortable. Everybody wants to be comfortable. That's not how that grows. You gotta be uncomfortable and try to do everything in your willingly. If you want to change, you gotta feel uncomfortable for the rest. I mean, if you want to learn, you can't be comfortable for the rest of your life. It's not going to change anything.
Absolutely. And when I started going to yoga, it was like it connected my mind, body, and soul.
Right.
That changed me that day.
See.
Like it just connected me in a way I'd never been connected with myself before.
Right.
And like knowing who you are, that's everything. So that's what my book that I want to put out.
Okay.
I wanted to connect to your environment, who you were born to. So who you were born to, your parents, and what you were born into, the environment, how that forms your perspective on everyday life. That's what the book's about. So so when I started going there and I started to connect on a different level, like now I can hear in my heart. I can listen to it. I can listen to it if you don't know it. Like now I can listen to my mind, really. I can listen to my body. So when I feel an ache people don't listen to their body, it's called being aware. Like if you feel an ache or you feel some tension somewhere or something, you got to be able to acknowledge that so you can do something about it.
That's self-awareness.
And
that's the most important thing. And I feel like the thing is that happens when people go into like not knowing what to do to help themselves, they automatically go to that, how do you say it? Either drugs or something negative. They never go to the positive.
The coping mechanisms.
The coping thing.
That they think is really helping them.
Yes.
Are they crazy?
It's like, that's the first instant. It's like the brain. Your brain functions, they say, okay, this is good for you. They thinking that, okay, the drugs are good for me. It calms my body down. But no, it doesn't last.
It's temporary.
It's temporary. And that's what I tell most people. I'm like, drinking, drugs don't keep you
You know what, I'm going to call somebody after this because now you got me thinking. Somebody just told me this, like, oh, it's for my anxiety. I'm like, what are you talking about? Pills are not I know that medications are not it either.
Right.
But like,
it gives you that feeling, a happy feeling for a couple minutes, like going out. I thought me going out will keep me happy, but working on myself, giving myself discipline kept me happy.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. It's true. So you just hit that on it.
Yep.
Yeah, listen, people, listen, because that temporary fix is an issue. It really, really is. Because then what you going to do when you don't have it?
When you don't have it, you're like,
that's
where
crazy.
do I go to?
That's crazy. And you know what? That's a very big thing, I feel like, in our community.
It is.
As African Americans, as a Haitian American, I feel like it's a big thing in our community, the temporary fix for sure. For sure. I agree with that, 2,000%.
I feel like if some other people had like mentors to show you, okay, if you try this, maybe this will help.
The mentor thing, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I never had a mentor. Did you, growing up?
I recently had one, and that's where I was like, okay, this is where I started noticing some habits that I didn't know I had in me because they noticed it in me. Yeah. So sometimes you just need somebody to tell you this, like, this is how you are.
Somebody you
respect.
Can do it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I never had a mentor before. There's like two people that I look at, but it's only for specific things. But now you got me thinking, yeah, I need a couple.
Yeah,
So just ask some people, hey, you're my mentor. Like, what are they gonna say? Now it don't cost you anything. So that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, as parents and just as a role model figure, they would tell the children, and I'm sure you've seen this as a behavioral therapist, don't do this, and then do it.
Yeah.
That is the most asinine thing to me ever. It's just like crazy to me. And they really would expect the child not to do it.
Not to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I see it all the time. Like they do it twice as worse. Like they will do it again and again.
And then it's like, nope. But you did it.
Yup.
So why can't I? And then it's like, oh, but I want you to be better than me. Right. It's like, so then you be better for me.
Forced.
Yeah. So then you be better for me then.
Right.
You want me to be better than you, then you be better for me. I just don't understand. I don't understand the notion of the generation we're in, just repeating. Yeah. So I'm repeating something, becoming a repeating cycle.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Repetitive cycle.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's still going on.
No, I feel like if you're not being direct or stopping that child from doing something, automatically they're still going to do it at the end of the day. It's either you show them that you want them to be successful, but not forced, and showing them you're not mad at them for doing that. So you want to make them feel comfortable with you and be like, this is what I'm doing. Or they're going to end up hiding things from you and not showing you, okay, I can trust my parents with this if I tell them this. And they're not going to be upset with me. But at the end of the day, parents are going to be like, oh no, why did you do this? I told you not to do it. And
so you don't think that's the right, you think?
Just being general and real with them is the most successful thing. Yeah. And redirecting them.
Okay. There you go. The redirecting is a big thing. It's like, oh, I told you don't do that. Why the fuck you do that? Why you do that?
It's like being like, okay,
now what should I do?
Yeah. You'd be like, next time, if you do this.
I love that. Okay, I love that. What ages do you work with specifically?
I work with 5 to 13-year-olds. Yeah.
That's a wide range.
Yeah.
That's a really wide range.
The youngest are the hardest. The youngest ones.
Of course, because they're like trying to pick up pieces. What should I take from this, and what should I take from that? What should I take from that?
Yeah.
Like, so when I was younger, what helped me the most is that a lot of people don't agree with me with this, but the fact that I didn't have an option. So it was like, this is your food, and this is your drink, and this is what you're gonna wear, and this is where you're going.
You have a whole schedule, and once you have that
I had no schedule. Oh my God, girl, I'm still looking for structure right now. Yep. Oh, I still am struggling with so much structure.
Structure and having that schedule, that helps you so much. That's what I use.
Girl, every day was like one thing, another thing. Oh my God, still to today, I'm like trying to find this structure. But now I have a little bit with my career. But even when I get off, I'm like, oh, whatever I want to do, whatever I want to say, blah, blah, blah. So it's like I have that freedom still. But the structure, I've been searching for that still until today. I'm searching for that structure. And that messed me up a lot as a teenager. Because it's like, you should be doing something, not outside, doing whatever you want. I believe that children should need that structure, need that stability.
Or if they don't have it, they're just all over, trying to figure out themselves or figuring out what to do. Yeah.
Yeah. But her not giving me an option really worked out well for me. Because now when I want something, I know I want it. I'm not indecisive at all. So it helped me in that aspect. People that are indecisive, they make me anxious. Drake said it first, and he's a Scorpio. And I said, oh shit, that's true. It's like, he said, being indecisive makes me anxious. I said, oh my God. He connect that dot for me. I said, oh my God, that's why I get so anxious. Like when someone's around me and they can't decide, I'm like, people around me, I am the decision maker. Not by choice, by default. Because I get like, I just, this is it, this is not, and that's it. So her not giving me an option in the end helped me, but the lack of structure fucked me, honestly.
You're, I feel like one of my clients, I figured him out quick. Without structure, he is like out of it. So once I learned his habits and helping him with his everyday abilities on activities and doing things, he started learning from that structure, saying, "Oh, can you please? Oh, thank you. You're welcome."
That's right.
He just started learning those abilities every day, so I had to keep going day by day.
That's another thing.
In order.
Being consistent.
Yeah.
You
got to be consistent.
You have to be consistent. What do people don't understand about these children? You have to be consistent every single day. Once you let that leash go, they're gonna run you crazy. Like, and I learned that with my dogs. Like with my dogs, like if they like looking at me for the guidance. If I don't do something, they're looking like, wait, that's our normal. Yeah. Like they're like,
see the reason why they did it, and then what can we do to prevent or
I like
show
that. And the redirection.
Yeah, redirection.
I really like that. I see very few parents redirect. I see the what is the word? Like when you're reprimanding. I see that them being reprimanded, but I don't see the redirection.
Right.
So that's very, very important. I like that one. That's very good. We're getting some good stuff on here.
I know.
Yeah, we're getting some really, really good stuff on here. I like that. I was trying to make a point, but I forgot about it. But I was saying, yeah. Oh, so what do you think about giving the children options or not? Since you deal with them every single day, what do you think about having a child that you give options to, and then one that is like, this is what you're gonna eat versus what do you want to eat?
Okay.
Do you think it depends on the child or what?
It definitely depends on the child. They know what they like. So when it's time,
see, but I like everything because I
they like everything. So what we do is like we know what they like, and we give them the options. They choose from those options, and that becomes a day when it's time to eat. They're like, okay, I want this. They already know because we're gonna give them the options of what they like.
So you're still not giving them too much control.
Too much control.
But enough so they can figure out who they are.
Yep.
That's good. So balance. That's what
balance.
That balance makes sense.
Yeah.
I just think
they can be independent also. Growingly, that's like I'll give them that independence.
That's what a lot of people are saying to me now.
Yeah.
They like tell their kids, "Oh, wear whatever you want," say like, and I'm just like, I don't. It stresses me. It gives me so much anxiety. I'm like, what do you mean? Just wear whatever you want, eat whatever you want. Your kid wants sushi. There's no sushi right here. Why do you think you're gonna go all the way over there and get sushi? Right. That's crazy to me. So, you think I'm crazy? Because I'm gonna raise my kids the way I was raised. This is because it helped me so much because I travel a lot and I eat whatever. I eat anything. I drink anything. Like I'm not picky. I'm not allergic to anything. I'm just like living my best life when it comes to food and that type of thing. Yeah. So, and I think that comes from my mother just being like, this is what you're eating. This is what you're drinking. Okay. Yeah. And I always liked it.
And people are picky. Like kids are really picky on food.
But do you think that's from the parent or because they're picky?
Honestly, I feel like it could be both. But honestly, that child wouldn't know automatically, oh, I don't like this. They won't eat that. But if it's being forced to them to eat, they automatically not going to eat it at all.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
See, but I don't know. Because I liked it. I never said I don't like it. I just was like, okay, I'm eating it. Like, I had no problem with it. Yeah. I never didn't like anything.
Everyone has like their favorite foods and foods that they don't like at all.
Not me.
Like, really?
I like every little thing.
Everyone got their little favorite of foods items. Favorites, like, oh, you like to eat that? Oh, I would never.
No. I got my favorites, but I'll eat everything. I don't care. I'll eat it all.
I always give them that like minimum options of what they eat because
that's a good one though. Yeah, like these are the 3 things that's in the refrigerator. Yep. You can choose out of these 3. I'm not going to the store though. Yeah, like I'm not doing all the no, hell no, I'm not doing all that extra. Yeah, because I feel like children know what they can get away with too, and they will do that to you. Yeah. Like okay, like my nephew when they come to my house, it's like they know we only have water here. So they, I want water. Oh yeah, I love water now. Yeah. But I don't see them drinking water all the time. Yeah. When they're not with me. Or they know like, she's not gonna bring us to McDonald's. We know that. So like they
Certain
know
things
just
they
as well
know.
as grown-ups know
Yep.
who
How
to do
you
what
react
to.
to them and
Yeah,
how what you say to them,
they
they
know.
automatically know
Yeah.
on what they can get away with.
Yeah. So what do you think about me doing the same thing to my children that was done to me? Like as far as okay, this is what you're doing.
As long as you know that it works for them and it works for you, like
might backfire on me.
No. No, I mean, you know your own kids, so you.
People say that too.
Yeah,
like,
you know your own kids. It's like you're dumb, so you just make sure they're happy about it and they trust you and they can do whatever they put their minds to.
And I do think a lot of that too comes from the parent.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
they hear the parent like, I don't like this all the time. I don't like that all the time. And no.
Yeah, that's why we communicate with them. Obviously, like we get a closer in them. Like we have to like know them from the ins and outs.
And this is as a behavior therapist, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
know your kids. Like I feel like even though I'm about to go into that motherhood, if hopefully I am. Yeah. I'm going to do those aspects.
Wait, you looking for prospects or you got one already? So you got a prospect or you out here looking? Which one? Are you having a hot girl summer or what?
It's not no hot girl summer.
Okay, all right.
This summer
is a cool summer.
It's a cool summer.
So you have a prospect already?
I won't say. I can't say, guys.
That's so funny. Okay, fine.
Yes.
But you're okay. So you're on the way, some way.
I had my hot girl summer times.
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
Already.
I had those ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like this is really, really good.
It is.
Even for me to understand. Because I'm like, not judgmental when it comes to parenting, but I'm like.
And honestly, like, people be like, oh, don't tell me how to raise my kids. That's the most people be like, I can do this on my own. And that's the most thing. People don't like judgmental.
They hate, oh my God.
Yeah, they don't like that.
They do not like that.
You know.
But I think it's all in the delivery, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, if it's someone you know that loves you and your kid, why can't I say?
Yeah.
I think you should love on your kid a little bit more.
They want to put a point and be like, this is how to make them open up to you. This is what you should do. Option. They're like, oh. They won't take it because they feel like they know what's best for their kids.
And do you deal with a lot of grieving children that have lost a mother or father?
Not yet, but there are coming. There are some.
Yeah, I want to get to that when they do. I would like to come back on because I know, I have some people around me that are younger than me that just lost theirs and they're going through some stuff, and I'm like I want to be there, but I'm like, I don't know how to describe my journey. I don't know. It had just happened for me naturally by myself. No one didn't like come and help me with it. Like I just was like, okay.
And that's a really hard thing to do, like trying to do it on your own.
Navigate, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a journey for sure. One that I have wrote about because it was definitely a journey. But there is a lot of sources and things that people have to step outside the community and start doing. Yeah. Like yoga, for instance. I didn't grow up with eating healthy. I didn't grow up with exercise. My mother didn't do any of these things.
Right. That's why we have like caretakers and mentors out here, and I feel like we need more of these in this community, and I feel like we lack that.
Do you know any programs with the mentors?
There's a couple.
Okay.
I won't say many because I'm not supposed to say a lot.
Okay. Maybe
too much.
Okay. Maybe I'll get them from you and I'll put them. Okay. Like a Google or something. Yeah, because there has to be like a link or something to that mentoring program and stuff for sure. Yeah. So that's one thing I want to. I'm gonna remember that to put that for sure. I feel like a big brother, big sister program kind of.
Yeah, that one. Those are the most important ones, and I think that's what younger kids need sometimes because they don't have that mother and father love growing up, or they lost them. Yeah. It's heartbreaking.
I'm sure you deal with a lot of children that don't have 2-parent homes versus the ones that do. Yeah. And it's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
Oh my God. I hate that. It just breaks my heart.
It does.
That hurts me. See, that just hurts me. I'll never have the kids. I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Yeah, sometimes you have the single mother or the single dad, and it's hard because they're like, oh, I don't have a father figure or I don't have a mother figure. And that's what we need to, like, when we go back to our childhood, did I have a father figure? No, I feel like I had to learn these things from my grandmother and my mom. That's only from a mother's perspective. So when I get to my dad's figure, I feel like now it's going to be harder for me when I try to find my partner because of that father figure that you didn't have as a child. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I looked for love in the wrong places for so long because of that. Oh, for all my teenage years. And I'm like, oh, I'm just having fun. No, no, he wasn't just having fun. You was looking for something.
Right.
And I still didn't find it. But it's like you said, when now that you're looking for your partner forever, it's a whole different situation than when you're just having fun.
Yeah. Because your dad, and be like, your daddy's little girls, your dad's
I am so jealous of those bitches.
Yeah.
I hate those bitches.
I wish I had daddies.
Me too. When I saw you laughing, ask somebody. Fuck.
They show that show the daughters how a man is supposed to treat them, and that's the most thing. That
set an example for sure.
I'm like, oh, this is what you need, and this is what men do for you.
So we're just out here winging it. Like, oh, I hope you're a daddy.
But they also treat us like, okay, you also have to be independent on your own also, and then that man will build with you. And that's what people lack on when they don't have a father figure. They're like, oh, they go into the wrong. Some of them, not all. So some of them go to that saying, oh, I can't never find someone that is that helps me out, or go into the wrong relationship or abusive or neglect relationship. And it's like, okay, I never grew up with that type.
See, I think all my boyfriends are my fathers.
Oh.
Yes, sir. When I go with them, I had a 2-year, 4-year relationship. I think they become my father like the next day.
I mean, once you find that guy, you'll see, be like, okay, he's showing me.
Yeah, I had some very great. Yeah, and they actually made a joke like, yeah, I'm your father. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you was actually. Yeah, but in a great way. You looked out for me, absolutely. So I can take those characteristics on to who I'm with forever, 2,000%. So I've been blessed to have good people around me for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on here and speaking everything. Anything else you want to say to the people? We have YouTube going in our Apple podcast.
It was nice being on here.
Thank you.
I hope you guys learned a lot on this broadcast.
They did.
And
they did.
I hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you so much, Marcha, for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And this is the Pink Sheep Podcast, and we're out.